With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
You good? Uh-huh. Okay. We make this our last game. I don't keep beating up on you. Gotta get some stuff done to your team.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Vick being chased out left. Now he's good. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 74 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Wait, that 380. Check 56. Down to lose one. Check 3. Check 3. Alpha. Hey, Haywood. Let's go on. No, 66. Safety's creeping. Hey, Alabama.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Watch the slant. Watch the 72. Check, 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 check. Check it, reload.
Brady now to throw. He gets it to Thomas. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And an interception in the end zone for Deion Sanders. That takes me back to, I believe, his last game at Florida State, a Sugar Bowl game against Auburn. The last play of the game, he switched assignments to make sure he was on the top receiver for Auburn and picked off the pass to end the game in the end zone in the Sugar Bowl. Deion Sanders.
So much knowledge in that mind. What a great career Deion Sanders had. 8-time Pro Bowler.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them. They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On second down, Vick again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Third and long for Vick. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 25 yards to the house as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Wait, that. 380. 56. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. 53 Linda.
From the 24, Brady. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Vick on 3rd and 2. This is Johnson. He's got it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 43-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory. As Sanders has it poked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Back. Check 43. Switch.
On first down, Elliott. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. That is caught by Moss for a Denver touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Randy Moss led the league in receiving touchdowns 5 times starting in 1998. The last coming in 2009, and a lot of it, to me, was not just the natural talent, which was unbelievable, but the determination. Always was upset he wasn't a top 5 selection in the NFL draft. Kept being upset about people passing on him early in the first round. When he finally got to Minnesota, he decided to really establish himself in the NFL and let everyone else know they made a big mistake.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Vic to throw it. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, D. 55, Mike, got 55.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed go for it. Vic. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Vic now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. It'll be Vic once more. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Vick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Vick. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Vick now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Here's Vick off the play fake for Sanders. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To throw, Vick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ron Woodson with a pick. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wait, set. Alabama, 380. 56. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Alert. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, check it. Hey, 66.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
I got you. I got you.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. He's coming, double up.
Here's Elliott. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check, 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 check. Like 56.
A handoff left, Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Wait, set. Wide, 80. 53, win now. I know he ain't got it.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
On first down, Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That throw by Vick incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Vick under pressure. He's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Devin Bush, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Wait, that's 380. 6, right there, 56. What we got? He's coming. We got double up. Watch the twist. 380, hey.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Wait, that's 53. Check 56. Watch the screen. Alert. 56 is Mike. Hey, watch the slang. Hey, check it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off Byron Jones.
They should have known.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Back now in Arlington, it's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll go again with Sanders. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And this is going to be another first down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard. And also...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Exit. Pick up the ball. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 50.
Brady to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Sanders. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them to football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 yards.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 41-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Devon Kennard in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And that one will ensure that it'll take a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie this thing. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. but it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
2nd and 3.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20. 56. Go, go, go. Kill, kill, kill. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shadow.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Wait, 10.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Rip. 56. Hey, orbit. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check hot alert. Check it, reload.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
No, 66. Hey, I-7.
One final try now for Brady. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.
Good game,
and with
man.
that,
We'll call
the
it quits
ball
for the
game
night.
is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to
I know.
digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
Okay.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in